Hey guys, welcome back to another video of CP Life. Today we're going to talk about what advice I would give parents that have children with disabilities and special needs. I'm not a parent myself, but let them kind of have their freedom, kind of give them the independence, especially in school, to be responsible for their own items. Don't baby them and kind of cater to their needs, especially if they're older and they know that they have to get their homework done. Kind of give them that independence and that ownership. Don't baby them. Don't talk to them like they're a baby. They should be treated like any other person in the world. People with disabilities don't deserve to be treated a special way. And we're just like anyone else. We have jobs, we have school, we have all the things. So don't cater to them. Give them that freedom of hanging out with their friends or joining a club at school or joining choir or something like that. Or let them get involved in sports. I did power soccer for 2-3 years, I think, and then I also did karate for 2 years. So let your children get involved in extracurricular activities, because that'll make your kids form friendships with other people like them or people that are not in wheelchairs, and they can interact with others and just have fun. And if they, for an example, when I got into junior high school, my teachers would make me be, which I think this is a good thing. They made me be responsible for my materials and my homework and my classwork, and if I didn't get it done, it was on me. Yeah. So, I sometimes I didn't want to do the work, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So, I got, lunch detentions and all that stuff. But I learned my lesson. So, don't, because your kid has a disability, don't treat them different. Treat them the same. Just let them kind of be free just a little bit. Don't hover over them. Kind of give them options of what they would like to do. Like I said, I don't have I'm not a parent myself, but my parents kind of let me do my thing. And and they let me do whatever I wanted to do. And they treated me like any other kid. I got in trouble, like, as a kid, like, I had consequences, like, so if your kid, like, gets in trouble or whatever, like, honor their choices. Just don't reward bad behavior. So if your child with who has a disability gets in trouble, don't reward it. They deserve the consequence. They're gonna have to own the consequence and do, like, timeout or like grounded or whatnot. So just as a parent with a disability, or as a parent with a child who has a disability, if they get in trouble, like, honor that. If they need to be grounded, they need to be grounded. If they need to be put in timeout because of their age, honor that. Put them in timeout for their age appropriate time. So, yeah. Again, I'm not a parent, but my parents are my strongest support system, and they cheer me on, and they're always here for me, but they kind of make me make the decisions. They, as I got older, and I'll give you an example. Like, if your child is, like, old, like 13, 14, and they use staff for care because parents have to work, I call my company. I am the one that makes sure I have staff, good staff. Keyword, good staff. I call them if there's, like, any issues or if I'm not comfortable with something. But right now I have an awesome aide. I've had her for, like, a year. She's amazing. And we're, like, friends. So yeah. I rarely ever have to call the office. Like, I never do when she's here because I feel safe and I feel comfortable, but I am responsible for calling the company to make sure I have staff, make sure they're gonna show up on time. Like, I do all that. So if your child is old enough and parents are working and they need, like, assistance care or whatever, you can meet with, like, companies and they can come out and work with you. And if your child is old enough to call the company and make sure that they have staff and make sure that they have staff for the day, kind of let them have that freedom. Like, give them that responsibility, because parents aren't gonna live forever. Parents aren't gonna do everything for you. You gotta figure things out yourself. So, yeah, so that's what I do. I call the company, make sure I have good staff, make sure I have people showing up on time, making sure like I have a ride to work, I make sure just everything. So once you get old enough, once your child gets old enough, let them have that freedom. So let them have that responsibility. So, and don't like I said, don't like cater over your child. Like, don't baby them. They gotta grow up sometimes. So, yeah, that's my advice to you. And if you have any other suggestions, comments, I am all for those questions. That's why I do these questions. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'm looking forward to talking to you guys in my next video. Alright, bye.